Films and television series, premieres at movie theaters and international film festivals. Lives of film stars and other daily activities. Stay up to date with everything that is happening in Kazakh cinema by watching Price of Admission.
On today's program, Akan Sataev's new film Alone has debuted across 5 CIS countries. Vladimir Tyrkin's documentary 13 kilometrov has received 2 awards at international film festivals. 100 minut о любви is a new romantic comedy written and directed by father-son filmmakers Abay and Elmiri Karpykov. Akan Sataev is one of the best thriller directors in our country. His previous suspense film «Заблудившийся» certainly kept us on the edge of our seats the entire time. His new film «Alone» made me hold my breath more than once and managed to take suspense to heights most modern Kazakhstani thrillers don't even bother with anymore. It made me feel very excited and nervous while I was waiting to see what was going to happen next. Film's success is largely due to its leading actress Aysulu Azimbayeva, who pulls off a very convincing performance. One day, I got a call from Akan Sataev. He said that it would be a good idea to work together on a film someday. We agreed to call each other whenever an idea for a film comes to mind. One such idea was a story about a young woman who lives alone in a big city. We wanted to explore the premise of what it's like to be alone. Loneliness is not a pleasant experience, and overcoming the feelings of loneliness is never an easy process. You have searched everywhere, said Hedgehog, and you haven't found it yet. Then I'll go searching in a nearby forest. What if it's not there? Are you planning to have more children? We initially were planning to use a different film poster. Then we decided to go with this version since it features one of the most beautiful shots of our film. It is an underwater scene which was shot in a swimming pool. Underwater scenes are always difficult to film. I started training for the scene about several months before the filming. I had to train every weekend with a dive instructor. I also had to learn how to act underwater for a long period of time without air. I did a scene and then got air between takes from a professional diver who was off camera. Instead of coming back up to the surface, I was given an air through a regulator in an enclosed space. In order to get air after a take, I had to communicate with the diver through hand signals. The whole scene was shot in 2 dives with a minimum length of 30 minutes each. Akan Sataev crafted such a masterfully suspenseful film. Alone keeps its viewers on the edge of their seats and makes them feel very excited and nervous while they wait to see what happens next. I would also like to highlight Azamat Duladov's brilliant cinematography. From the very first frame, his photography sets the tone for the whole film. I love making thriller films whenever I get a chance. My previous thriller, «Заблудившийся», was released in 2009. From a business perspective, our primary purpose is to recoup investment and turn a profit. We wanted to create a film that would appeal on both an emotional and intelligent level to mainstream and art house audiences alike. This film has a running time of 70 minutes. On one hand, it allows us to fit as many screenings in a cinema's daily schedule as possible. On the other hand, it's because I wanted to tell the story as efficiently as possible.
Ого. Мэй.
In order to avoid escalator accidents, we don't need anyone. We'll always be together.
Правда же, мам?
I've seen him. He was watching you dance. Whom are you talking about? You stop this at once.
Мам.
Мировая премьера нашего фильма прошла на кинофестивале в Пусане.
World premiere of our film was held at Busan International Film Festival, which is one of the most significant film festivals in Asia. We were particularly honored by their invitation.
Зрителям этого фестиваля.
It was well received by the audience. Now it is being screened at internationally accredited Cairo Film Festival.
Оказывается, выходит
Our film debuts simultaneously across 300 theaters in 5 CIS countries, namely Russia, Armenia, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan. The distribution is handled by 20th Century Fox CIS, which liked our film very much.
широкий прокат. Благодаря 20 веку Fox.
It means that the film begins with iconic 20th Century Fox Searchlight logo.
20 век Fox начинается наш фильм.
The Moscow premiere was held at Moscow Cinema, which is one of the best theaters in Russia and is located near Red Square.
Кинотеатр Москва, который находится прямо напротив Красной площади, напротив Кремля.
He is behind you. It's all his fault. You're not going to give me away, are you? He simply feels sorry for you. No one needs you anymore. Mom, please help me. Vladimir Tulkin is one of the most recognized and respected documentary filmmakers in our country. We are always waiting in eager anticipation for each of his new films. He has just completed his new documentary, 13 kilometrов, which has already received 2 awards at international film festivals in Russia and Brazil.
Кіндігімнің жасқаны тамған жері оғлым шабытымның асқары самғау жері оғлым жастығымның куәсі шарқыраған ауылым.
Мен негізі өз бала күнде дұрыс көрмеген ғой.
I've been slowly losing my sight since birth. The first sign of this disease was a loss of night vision in my early childhood. I had been slowly losing my eyesight over the years, and then I became completely blind. It was in September of 1994. At first, I was able to perceive some light, but after a few years, I couldn't see anything at all. I couldn't go out on the street because I was constantly afraid that a car would hit me, or I could fall into a pit. Then I chose to accept my fate and decided not to give up. During one of our conversations, I asked how long would it take him to reach his village from a pasture, to which he replied that it would take him approximately 5 hours to travel 13 kilometers by foot. At first, I was afraid that within this time limit, we won't be able to get enough footage to make the feature film. Action!
На меня.
Are these your livestock? Yes, they are mine. I also own cows. There is always plenty of work to do around here. Are they your relatives? No, they are hired hands. This blind farmer once told me a story about a time when he had to walk 13 kilometers home from a pasture. I liked that story and then decided to use it as a basis for this documentary, in which he walks home and recounts his life story to viewers.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله أكبر أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم.
Мы, зрячие люди,
We, the sighted people, are not so much different from this blind farmer, since all our lives we are also flying blind as we figure out how to reach our goals. Using flashbacks, I wanted to show that he is no different from non-disabled people who are also wandering through life, searching for higher purpose. He worships nature. He doesn't remember anything tragic. He enjoys every day of his life. Staying active, positive, and productive is the key to his good attitude, which in turn is the key to everything positive in his life. I am the proud father of 2 grown daughters.
Ay bağlasan kayı dostan, vay zamandasın ayan bayday ogayay.
In his novel Idiot, Dostoevsky wanted to create a character who was an absolutely good person, but he was fully aware that the only such figure was Jesus Christ. It took him a long time to transpose a Christ-inspired figure to an earthly, everyday existence. In my protagonist, I think I was able to find such an absolutely good person. What took mankind millennia, he has accomplished in one single lifetime. He has gained a lot of wisdom over the years and has a lot of it to impart. He is fast. It's hard to keep track of him. We are attending the premiere of romantic comedy film «100 минут о любви», which was made by Karpykov filmmaking dynasty, namely father-son filmmakers Abay and Almiri Karpykov. The film was directed by Almiri Karpykov from a script by his father Abay Karpykov, who also served as a producer on this film. 100 minut о любви is truly a family creation since Almiri Karpykov picks up where his father left off. This film has also several songs that are sung by main characters and serve to advance the plot.
Жила я как во сне, в той сказочной стране, где не было твоих волшебных глаз, что вижу я сейчас.
Hi, it's you again.
Однажды как в кино, и кажется теперь, что вместе мы уже давно.
Корни мои отсюда, вот, и я очень сильно скучаю.
I was born and raised in Almaty, but spent much of my early career in Moscow.
И я
For the last few years, I have been spending most of my time in Kazakhstan.
это был, я был.
My first Kazakhstani project was television series «Осель. Друзья и подруги».
А сейчас я снял.
Now I am presenting my debut feature film «100 минут о любви», which is about following your dreams.
Существует такая вещь.
Following our childhood dreams or any other dreams is very important.
Это одно из самых
You should never betray your old self and always follow your childhood dream. That way, you would be spared from regrets of not following it at all.
предать детскую мечту свою. Может быть, это не совсем правильно.
Marat, I'd like you to meet my friend. Hi. You are so beautiful. Nobody has ever rejected my advances. So, how are you doing back there? Don't you feel suffocated? I'm a composer. It's very unusual. Have you fallen in love by any chance? Adelia, I'm very sorry, just please don't shout at me. By the way, he's not an old man, but he's older than you. Are you in love with him? Yes.
У меня же есть свой собственный образ.
I had a set image of characters in mind during the audition. None of the actors that I tried fit the casting description. As a result, I decided to portray the main character myself. Speaking of the rest of the cast, I tried to create an ensemble film made up of both young and older actors.
Которые должны стать открытием для зрителя. В частности,
I wanted to see how unknown actors like Eldana Kansitova, Mukagali Mirzambetov, and other more experienced actors would play off each other.
нельзя, во-первых, отрицать и сбрасывать со счетов, потому что она, на мой взгляд, намного мощнее, чем та школа, которая сейчас существует.
You have to come into work tomorrow. Was father laid off from work? You are such a pig. You are marrying for money. Meantime, you are playing games with a woman who doesn't even realize that you belong to someone else. Come on, dress up. My father has arranged a reception regarding our engagement and wedding. I don't like working in a bank. I just need some money. You gave me a new feeling.
Это ты.
No, it was you who gave me this. Also, she works at our bank. Our bank? Please don't hurt him. I just want him to marry me. Hi, bro.
Ты туда хотела, Нуарчик, и сюда хотел. А что вышло?
You can't have it both ways. Shall we proceed with the wedding?
Глядя в глаза, ты скажешь да, а может нет. Амур посылает стрелы мимо цели вновь. Сердце одно.
Hi, I'm looking for Anwar. He is flying over there. Today we attended the premiere of Akan Sataev's new film Alone. We also told you about Vladimir Tylkin's documentary 13 kilometrov and spoke with film director Almiri Karpykov regarding his debut film 100 minut о любви. See you next time on Price of Admission.